How much money can you safely withdraw from your investments or your pension in old age? And why is it so complicated to understand? So we created a calculator. And by the way, the reason it is so complicated to understand is so that you have to keep going to expensive IFAs and fund managers, and then they can charge you lots of fees to do what is actually quite simple to calculate. Now, you start off with your annual investment amount, your starting amount rather, your monthly contributions, years of contributions, withdrawal start age, life expectancy. You can play around with all of those numbers, and then you calculate the withdrawal rate, and you get something quite specific. Now, it's a good starting point. Your personal tax situation might change. You might at different times contribute more, contribute less, but this is just to show you the variability. So why is there a variability over time? Well, the reason there's a variability is because there's always a volatility to investing. So you might say, well, there's going to come a point where I actually want to stop investing because I don't want this volatility. I want it to go to zero. So I only want to have cash in the bank account. Equally, you might reduce the amounts. Well, you can just work it out in different stages for different stages of your life. That's where the variability comes in. And if you're very lucky with a 15% volatility and a 7% annual gain, you might do rather well. If you're very unlucky, you'll have a lot less money because maybe the markets weren't so good. What if they continued in the US where they are? And let's say you just didn't contribute anything else and you've only got $500,000. You've got 10 more years of contributing nothing else, but you want to start withdrawing at 65. You expect to live to 90. Well, that's when it gets really interesting. Now you can start even with $500,000 and you are 10 years out from starting to withdraw. Now you can be looking at a $16,000 income if, big assumption, the markets continue doing what they've done over the last 15 years. But you might reduce that. You might say, well, I don't think they will. I think they'll do half of that. Fine, you've got 6,000. But you can also see what the projections are. If you're very unlucky and the markets do far lower than that, fine, the projections are there in all the tools. And then we've gone and explained it all for you as well. campaignforamillion.com/tools. And you know what? It's all completely free. Like and follow for more. I look forward to hearing from you as well.